Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 11th, 12th, and 13th. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for my Sagittariuses. Happy birthday, my Sagittarius. Well, you know, I am doing the weekend reading. I'm using my two Radley Valentine decks, my Angel Tarot cards for the main message, and then I will be pulling one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Next week's energy is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be quite interesting. So, just get ready for it. Just get ready. I didn't know, my Sagittarius, do you need to put your roller skates on? Maybe. Anyway, let's go on. We already have one card falling out. Now remember, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. Whatever the message, my job is just to deliver it. Now we have three cards and they are all reversed. This one fell out and these two I pulled. So let's see what we have for my Sagittariuses for the weekend. Okay, so first card is, now this is Archangel Jophiel. So 15 has that 5 energy. It also is the 10 plus 5, changes, transition. Don't let yourself get in the way of your changes. Don't let yourself, don't be the one to, what is the old saying? It's a very old saying. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. This is you basically, maybe standing, and again, stand on principle. Principle is good. You have your ethics, you have your principles. But don't just be stubborn because you're just being stubborn, okay? My Sagittarius, this is ego. Ego is something that sometimes we want to protect, and sometimes we would rather do without than admit maybe that we were wrong. Oh, I don't like to admit that either. I don't, but this type of energy, it might be one of those things you would rather face the consequences than admit you were wrong and maybe take a lighter sentence. I don't know. Who's that for? Oh my goodness. But anyway, just don't let your ego get in the way of your progress, okay? Because we've got that new moon coming and that will be in Sagittarius, and that's going to burn away a lot of old stuff and bring some new energy. I have Venus then next week too, going into Sagittarius. So this is going to, again, this kind of makes me feel like this is like burning bridges. This is like, so be careful of that. I'm not saying, hey, if there is somebody that's narcissistic, if there's somebody that's toxic, definitely burn that bridge. But don't burn the bridge just out of, I don't want to be wrong. Okay? Okay. So, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Your next card, here we go. 7 of Fire. Okay, so while we're talking about you not burning bridges, and we're talking about you not necessarily, kind of making a little bit, I don't want to be wrong, at the same time, if this is a righteous decision, remember, 7 has that righteous energy. It has that divine umbrella type of energy. So it's kind of like, you doing what you need to do, but it also could be telling you to do what you need to do, okay? Or not do what you know to be the right thing to do, okay? Because the ego, this gives me a whole bunch of different types of vibes at different times. This is me, this one though, is kind of telling me that you would rather, again, this is like you would rather suffer the consequences than admit you're wrong. 7 of Fire is telling me, hey, be, I don't know, what do we want to call this? Be, face the consequences. Face the consequences. Stop running away from them. Stop running away from them. Because it will be easier for you. It really will be easier for you, my Sagittariuses. I'm enjoying this kind of thing because I can definitely relate. Many times over, it's like, no, but this is telling me you need to face it. You can't run away from it, okay? You can't run away from whatever that is. So Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. And this is your energy. It's also Aries. It's also Leo energy. Passionate, burning, determined. Your last card here, the Empress. Okay, so so basically, the Empress is like the universe rewarding you. The universe saying, let's mark that off the karma list. You made it through another lesson, my Sagittarius. Now, here is your prize. So there was some of this hard energy going on with ego. The Seven of Fire, you stood up, you stood firm, you did the right thing, you did what you knew to be right, you didn't run away, and then the universe comes, the Empress comes, Archangel Gabriel. So remember Jophiel, remember Gabriel, okay? Because they'll help you through these times. And it's like then, because you did it, because you faced it, is this facing a fear? Sure, it could be. Is it, is it again, you didn't want people to, I don't like to be wrong. I don't. Hey, I'm a Leo. I never like to be wrong. Sometimes you just have to kind of suck it up a little bit. And because you do that, because you are Sagittarius, and Sagittarius, my Sagittariuses, you are probably the most, I don't know, what do we want to say? Of the fire signs, you're probably the nicest of the fire signs. Now, you're probably the one that has the best understanding. Now, yes, that can get you into a little bit of trouble because sometimes you want that fire energy to just come out and consume that other person. I do get that. I get that. But you actually have the better control. You do. You have the better control. But because you do the right thing, because you don't run away, because you don't, it's not that, that fight or flight type of reflex, because you stand and you just kind of say, okay, if this is what I got to do, this is what I got to do. Another mark is marked off of your list of karma, okay? Another lesson learned. And the Empress, as the universe, gives back to you. And remember, the new moon is on the 14th, and then Venus enters your sign on the 15th. So there's a lot of, burning stuff away and come and get it type of energy there too. So the Empress is Archangel Gabriel, like I said, lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. And like I said, it's the universe basically saying you did what was good. You did what was right. Good job, my Sagittariuses. Now, pick up your prize, okay? Yeah, so I do like it. I do like the energy from this. And again, I understand ego. I do understand ego. Let's go on. We're going to pull one. Here we go. This one also reversed. The Four of Michael. So, Michael is your air energy. It is Aquarius, and next week we have a lot of Aquarius type of energy coming. It's, Aquarius can be a little bit rebellious, but they're very logical in their rebelliousness too. So just know that. It's also Gemini, and it's also Libra. It's your thought processes. It's your planning. It's your news. You could be hearing news. So instead of, instead of responding emotionally, instead of letting something, and this could also be that somebody is pushing your buttons too. So ego could also be that someone's pushing your buttons. So instead of responding like you normally would respond, and that could be another thing, because I do get that fight or flight syndrome type of response. But the thing is, between the Seven of Fire and the Empress, you check back. You kind of like when they're pushing your buttons, you kind of pull back a little bit. And you're like, whoa, you recognize it for what it is. You recognize that this person, place, situation is trying to trigger your buttons, okay? And because you kind of step back a little bit, and of course with these two, it's always a good idea, it's always a good reminder, reach out to your higher power, reach out to your archangel. So the Four of Michael, and 4 does have some stability. And this is kind of the stable thought process too. It's like you're able to kind of go, whoa, wait a minute. They're pushing my buttons. They're pushing my buttons. So, you've got kind of that type of energy here too. And I'm not allowing it. I'm not allowing it anymore. So this is insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So in many ways, in many ways, like I said, this is the one to kind of watch a little bit, be aware of. And when you find this being triggered, ego being triggered, by whether it be an outside source, whether it be somebody else that they're triggering your buttons, or you just don't want to be wrong, go back to your 7 of fire, the divine, and the divine umbrella, and kind of like, nope, nope, not gonna respond the way I normally do. And like I said, it will be a lesson learned and another mark, however it is that they look at your karma, okay? But the thing is, it's the lessons that we learn is what's important here. Now let's go ahead and cut and see if there's a crystal, or see what crystal you should carry. This one is also reversed. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen this, but this is titanium rainbow quartz. Awakening all chakras. So this is, your chakras are your internal energy sources. And, this is like being very, very aware. So you might have to be aware of who's triggering you. Ultimate manifestation, here we go. Vibrancy, powerful shift. Now, if you do have this, please do carry it or keep it at your bedside, because next week's energies, there is going to be a powerful shift. So, interesting for you, my Sagittariuses. Now, if you enjoy my readings, remember, like, share, subscribe. It does help. The button. As always, my Sagittariuses, know that you are loved. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.